Shalom, beautiful people. I hope that you are doing well today. Thanks for joining for a daily reading. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're new, my name is Shannon and I'm glad to have you. My channel looks at criminal activity. Most of the time I'm focusing on that kind of stuff so that we can uproot it out of the earth and become a better place and look in our mirrors and face what we need to face, stuff like that. You will get scripture here, but I'm not a religious channel or anything like that, but the scripture's in the tarot. It's written up on my heart, and I just keep all 10 of the commandments. I love the HaMashiach, which is the Christ, the Son of the living Elohim. When I am reading, I read a lot different than probably what you're used to. You'll just learn me as we go. I feel energy, and sometimes the energy flow on me is really heavy. I'm known to roar on the camera. And I'm also known to flub up my words when I'm having real big energy flow. So if you could just bear with me, if you just understand what I'm trying to say in the moment, that's really all that matters. But anyway, I'm glad to have you on this channel. And if you got to go away, thanks for checking me out. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. And all of you, all who have just been on this channel for a long time, I just extend the biggest hug and a big thank you for just being with me, and all your prayers, all your shares, all your likes, all you who have energetically donated for the cause of stupidness that I've went through. I appreciate you. Those of you who have allowed me to read for you, and by the way, if you are new, I do them for donation. And all of the instruction is down below how that works. And so, and I'm willing to read first, and then you sit with the great one, and then you just donate whatever he wants you to give. Please take in mind, though, that it does take energy, and it is taking time and energy to allow the great one to speak to you. And so, obviously, if you are really connecting with the great one, he'll tell you what to do for, you know, a blessing, okay, an exchange, you know, back. And when you do call for a reading, I don't want to know your information at all. Jehovah knows your information. I'm just a conduit for him to speak through to give the message, and he's just absolutely mighty. He is tangible here on this channel, and it builds my faith to know that he is speaking so profoundly, and it also allows you to, you know, have faith in him as well, that he knows all things. So this is what I am called to do in the earth, so I would love to meet with you. So anyway, that's all down below. If you just want to just give back energetically to the channel, thank you so very much. Then my contact information is down there. You'll just give it, you know, you won't leave your you know, phone number or anything. Only if you are wanting a reading will you do those instructions. Know that when I do contact you, it will be by a private number, that we will get something set up. If you are interested, I would love to meet you. And I've thoroughly enjoyed meeting some people already. I've had hours of conversation with some of you all, and I appreciate you all so very much, your encouragement and just the conversation itself. It's been lovely. Thank you. Let's get started here. Jehovah, I just appreciate you so very much. Jehovah, rebuke and bind and block every foul, wicked, dark energy. Shove it down to the pit of hell where it belongs, and expose the things that need to be exposed. Yes, there is something about legal matters here today. It is here. It came out on my other channel as well. This is a private investigator. There's communication about legal things or just contractual things, marriages, divorces, just something legal is here. I had the word investigation come out today for me as well. And so if this is love situations, pregnancy situations, the truth about that kind of stuff, needing to communicate something, and so be it. Something's very much emotional here for some people. But anyway, maybe you just work for the law. I also had a prison worker come out, and somebody was forced to do something as well. But somebody's getting bit for something. I had the bank come out twice today. Okay, I was talking about on that other reading on my other channel, which I will put in the description box, or excuse me, it will be in the community section on this channel from my other channel. You can watch it there. But I was telling about the word bank came out, and it came out in that reading, so my hands found it twice today in my homemade deck. So there is something here around some type of bank situation, or you work for a bank, or there's somebody got robbed or something like that. Okay, so somebody's studying something here, it's emotional, and now it's time to cuff somebody within some matter. Then for some people that's here. Otherwise, there's just justice for something. Somebody's got their truth up and got a little conversation coming, knows that they need to open up. This is about receptivity here when the cup comes out. opening the heart chakra. All right, so we have the Hermit. This is somebody who's really went within, really has evaluated something. Somebody's also been in disguise somewhere, then somebody's been in disguise somewhere. This is a Judgment card as well. It's also the snake in the basket in the Hebrew, and this is somebody trying to store somebody up down in clay, catch you up in some type of situation. Okay, but somebody would have high volume wisdom. This is solitude. This is loneliness. This could be a physician. Somebody could need a physician. The T and the K is here. Okay, take and took, and Kate and Kat, or Kathy would be here the other way, or maybe you go by TK or KT, something like that, or just the K and the T, person, place, or thing, first, middle, or last name here, state, a county, an object, whatever that is. What's the Justice card here for you? Hold on. Show me the Justice card. Some type of a battle has been here. Okay, well, that's a wounded warrior. Somebody's going to get something bright. Then something bright is coming here. Then that's positive. That's a forcible overthrow when we see the sun. Something also around some love and romance and pregnancy situation as well. Show me the cup. The Ten of Cups. This also breaks down to the Ace of Cups. Something is very much emotional here because there has been a war. Something is also very bright here as well because this is emotional fulfillment. Somebody can get up and speak about something, then they are. The King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Swords was in my other reading. She came out a couple times yesterday. She had a mask in her face, so somebody's, you know, going to get their mask ripped off within something, or there's a sharp communication. There's law here around some matter, or there's medical situations here around some matter as well. It's been very much emotional. It's been a battle. There's a wounding here. Then somebody got wounded. The King of Swords has a plan, and he will carry out that plan. He'll be very calculated. This is a very calculated energy here as well. He will speak his truth. Otherwise, you're dealing with somebody who's very much detached. They don't really give a rip. They're dangerous. They're in debauchery. They would need to be bent for something that's taken place within some matter. Show me the Hermit. King of Swords, though, if he's in the upright, he's very sharp. He will be very truthful. Could represent, your ex could be involved in some situation as well within some matter, since we have, marriages and divorces and things like that with the Justice card. The Justice card can also represent something. Somebody could have been gullible around some ordeal. Also, something come out today on my table about somebody raising up their hands and giving thanks for some type of a confession or something like that. So somebody giving a little communication around that, then so be it. We have, yes, there's been fighting. Somebody got wounded. Somebody got attacked here in a very bad way. We have a decision around love matters. This is very intimate decision that was made, or that something got filthy in some ordeal, I guess so. Getting in unity apparently has been a strifeful thing here. It's really caused somebody to have to go within to try to find some healing within whatever's happened. Okay, the Emperor has really come up for me on another offline reading that I was doing on my table, and something is here with the Emperor energy. Okay, well, the Emperor has a counterpart. This is war. I had the word World War III, and we know that we've had that come up on the channel before. Something's been like a war. We know that we've also been in silent wars, and we have already been in World War III. It's already been. We've had nuclear war type stuff come out on the channel as well, and warnings about that stuff. And he represents that. Okay, somebody is really sitting here, and maybe has just been stubborn within their own self, sitting here for a long time in solitude, trying to figure out what to do because of something that would even become a war within some matter. But there's some type of a decision around some love matter to get in unity, to put the fighting and the strife down, and to open or shut a door to something when the Emperor comes out. He'll get up and take a rinse. And this high volume knowledge when the Emperor comes out, because he holds all four of those kings, and so if he's showing up as the King of Swords, you have to get up and be very precise within some decision. Regardless, he'd get up and fight, and he'd win it. Okay, if he's in the upright. Okay, he's a tyrant though in the negative. So there is some type of victory here. And so the Chariot also came out in my other reading as well. So we have the letter Z here, the letter D, the T, and the K is here. Okay. Somebody's kid is involved in something here. Something for many days has been here as well. Somebody told something, then they told something here. Okay. We have the V and the W here as well. Also looks like the Y. Something about the day was coming out yesterday in a reading, and so we'd get the word day, and the day in the runes can take us to a plot. Somebody had a marriage, something plotted around some marital situation. Then, by God, I guess something happened within that. Okay. Let's see what's hidden here. Somebody traveled somewhere, needs to travel. It's trying to get their mind down. This is law. A counselor is here. There's a bunch of people involved in some attacking stupidness. Very much emotional in whatever this decision is. If somebody's thought for a long time about this communication. And it needs to be in the truth, and if it's in the truth, it'll go in your favor. We have a win here. We have a victory. Okay, something got cut, and something got cut within some war. Take that word as it applies, energetically, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever that is. This is, it's a boss figure. Somebody got cut on their job, and they did. Okay, somebody lives on a farm. This is a cutting implement work that goes back to a crop as well. Oftentimes, I'll get that on my channel. So whoever's energy I pick up on that, it's still here. We have somebody's life that's here. I can make out the word Zoe, and that goes back to the word life in Greek, in the Greek. What's hidden here, Jehovah, that needs to be exposed, that's coming to the surface today? There is communication here. The other communication card came out as well. Now we have a bunch of money at the bottom of the deck. And since I had the bank come out a couple of times, and there is something here. There's some type of communication. For some people, it could be challenging. Especially if they're the person going to jail for something. For other, this is something you're waiting to hear this information. You are. So there's a final verdict. This is a judge card. This is a judge here as well. So some type of a final verdict is here. Somebody has been back and forth trying to weigh the pros and cons, but there's something coming here. There is something coming here. It's the conversation card as well. We are dealing with war. We have a soldier here. Okay, this is obviously somebody in authority is out here. This is an authority card. You could be dealing with somebody who's in the military, especially since we have war that came out in wording for me offline of any video that was on YouTube. This is I'm in, I'm out as well. Somebody did get played within some love situation. There was competition around some stupidness. Somebody's playing games as well. It also came out in wording for me today. But there is something about authority that really is here. Somebody who wears a uniform involved in some situation. Okay, because we have a judge here. We have all kinds of authority here. Somebody has been waiting and waiting, and whatever you're waiting on hearing, it's coming. It is coming here. Somebody trying to get their mind though pulled down within the situation, within this communication, but it is a final verdict to something here. Okay, somebody has been jealous around some stupidness that's been out here. That's a jealousy card. There's a single male here. Okay, and this is somebody servicing somebody. At the same time, this card says not to be taken advantage of. Well, somebody was. Obviously, somebody can go to jail. We have too much law out here and authority involved in the situation showing itself here. Okay, so let me take some words. Jehovah, you just pick through my hands whatever you need to bring out here. Magnificent King of Glory, you know who needs to hear what and why, how it needs to come out. Take the words that just apply to you and put them where they go. Okay, this just came out in my other channel as well. I love Jehovah because, man, it just had me find the same cards. Out of all those cards, man, it just amazes me. Yes, somebody's not going to go without being unpunished because they've mocked somebody and made them poor. And the scripture says, whoso mocks the poor, and he reproaches his maker. And he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. Somebody's going to be punished for something that they did. We have authority here. All right, and some people got prison coming on them because for some people there's been death issues around some matter, okay, or whatever's taken place. Somebody's got taken advantage of in a very bad way because of jealousy, stupidness, and they sit there and mock somebody, okay, and made them poor. And you know, it was and then when they saw them going through this stupidness, okay, they were like, look at him, he's wounded, and you know, I don't get off on that kind of stuff. I don't get off on that kind of stuff at all. Okay, you're reproaching me by doing that, and you ain't gonna go without being unpunished. Somebody's gonna be bent here for some situation. Okay, you ain't gonna get away with stupidness. I had the phonics of a rope come out. And if somebody did get, obviously some people get roped into cords of deceit and stuff like that. But the literal word rope is here. But the phonics of rope and the phonics of poor was there in that other reading. So it was there. That's huge. We also have somebody in authority written up here, which we do. We have authority out here in a very big way. Authority, 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 authority. It's here. Okay? It's somebody of power is involved in some decision here. Or they've been the ones that have been mocking somebody or making somebody poor. And Jehovah says, well, I'm over you, dude. Or lady. And I'm gonna see to it that you ain't gonna go without being unpunished. All right, so there's something here about that, okay? We have an appointed season, okay? A special time set. There will be a court trial for some people around some situations. So we have judge and a judgment energy here, okay? So there will be something appointed here. Somebody getting a legal document here as well. Then so be it. Yes, something about stupid game. So thank you, Jehovah, because I on one of my readings this morning, there were 2 cards that found my hands about them playing games. Y'all remember yesterday, those of you who caught that other video, you all said their little people game was over, okay? And today I had 2 cards that said totally different things, but they were relating to that energy, and it comes out again. You all said stop the stupid game now, okay? Because if you don't, people, you're going to wish that you had. Okay, there's been sacrificial things even in our cities, and Jehovah says to rebuke that stupidness. We have, child sacrificing going on written on that card, which I, talk about all the time. That's literally bringing out the spirit of Moloch, and we just rebuke that stupidness, nastiness. It's ridiculous. Somebody says, I've been waiting for you. And that's the emperor. The emperor's been waiting to communicate something, okay? But there's been some stupidness around it, okay? And some people also been waiting to catch somebody up in something, and you ain't going to go without being unpunished, because we're in the time and the season that Jehovah's getting rid of the terrors. You people ain't getting away with none of it. No more. Jehovah's standing up now, and he's fighting because it's the saints that take the kingdom, not the wicked. There's unity here. Yes, there is unity here. And somebody's really went within. It's taking some brainstorming to get into unity about something. Somebody's been waiting and waiting and waiting for this conversation, but there is some type of a judgment here, and there's love around it. It's emotional, but it's here. Something's stuck underneath somebody's table. Okay, whatever that means, that actually came out yesterday in a reading that I did as well. The sun is shining on this, and pride's going to fall. Yes, well, so somebody's very prideful, and the sun right now is in it's transitioning real soon into the 9th house, but it's been in a place of transformation, which will be death. Energy, but the sun is shining on this, and the sun's also the most positive card of the deck, and we've got a sun here and an angel shining on 2 people that are blessed, all right, within something, because the Empress would be the counterpart to this. Jehovah has over and over recently just brought this scripture out on the channel, and so I guess I'm going to say it again. So if you're brand new, Jehovah's asking a question to the fools, because they're workers of iniquity, and he's asking, does any of them have any kind of freaking knowledge at all? I mean, we got people mocking their maker and making fun of people who are poor and laughing at their calamities. That's a worker of iniquity. All right. And he's saying, do any of you people have any knowledge at all? And you're just eating up people like it's like eating bread. You're wiping your mouth and you're going on. And you all of a sudden there's going to be great fear that's going to come upon you people that do that stuff, because he's in the generation of the righteous, not the wicked. You're not going to go unpunished. Okay, so your little pride and ego, the sun's shining on it, and the sun's going to be a bright future for the upright. And your pride and ego is going to come down, and you're going to go 6 feet under and be bent to the ground. Okay, some type of the garment of the high priest is here. Okay, we got spiritual matters that take us back to the higher front, morals and ethics and things like that, or you are dealing with some spiritual person, then you are. A judgment has been made today. Jehovah says it's showing it. There's a final verdict on something right here. Thank you, Jehovah. Thank you, Jehovah. We know it because he kept saying it last night in a really big reading that I did. So he brought out 2 here. The letter B came out on my other channel today, and the letter S is here. Now, the bus and the sub, those of you who've been following me for a long time, you know that I went through a season of readings, and every time the wording bus or sub came out, this emperor would come out. That's amazing. This word, though, one direction in the Hebrew represents a trampling. Okay, somebody got trampled on because somebody got wounded, but Jehovah's standing up now and going to trample on his enemies. So the sun is here, and the sun's shining on something, and the sun is about success. And this is also about self-control. Self-control is here as well. This is a victory over any kind of intrigues and passions and stuff like that. So we have activity going on today, because there is a there's a verdict here, so it's here. This goes back to joy as well, because we have a victory. This also goes back to pregnancy situations that went down within some war and some type of intimate relationship. Pregnancy is here as well. This goes back to nutrition, and we do know that some people have been made poor, and what am I going to do? And even put little children out for their food and stuff. That's ridiculous, people. That's ridiculous. Okay, and you're not going to go without being punished for the stupidness in God's green earth. Okay, some people's projects have also been involved in some stuff which we do know about. This goes back to projects and stuff like that. So anyway, this is a bus. You could be a bus driver for all I know as well. Somebody's name could be Buzz as well. We had the word Zeb come out, and in the Hebrew that goes back to an issue, which is also the color yellow. And in that other reading, I picked a card, and the color green and or the color yellow came out. It's still here. Okay, it's because a yellow can go back to an issue. Yellow can also, in the same section where we can find that word in the Hebrew, can go back to your necessities like corn and stuff like that, which is also here with this rune by itself, because it goes back to nutrition and stuff like that, so that your staples would be there as well. And some people have been made poor within that, but there's a judgment made today, people, and it's positive, because there is hope. And Jehovah says, those who have waited upon me, you're not going to be ashamed. Whatever we've been waiting to hear, it's coming, and the profane's going to be bent, and they're not going to go without being unpunished, and there will be a court trial for some people, and the judgment will be upon the wicked. Until next time, folks, shalom.